Hi everybody, it's Isaac here, back with another video. Today's video I wanted to talk about how to take your account from noob to pro. Now quick disclaimer, I'm not telling anybody that their account is a noob. This is just a term used to kind of start from a beginner account to a more advanced account. And even if your account is decent, some of this advice will apply. Now a lot of you probably know most of this anyways, but I kind of wanted to tell you my approach to this and my thinking behind any of this. And before we get started, there is a NitroType cash giveaway going on, so make sure to enter that. It will be linked in the description. It will tell you exactly how you need to enter. That will be ending on June 5th. Okay, so let's get into the video. First things first is your speed, obviously. Not very many people actually take speed all that seriously these days for whatever reason. I actually think it's probably the most determining factor of how good your account is. But some people care more about accuracy in cars. I'm really only on this game for, the typing competition. I mean, don't get me wrong. The cars are decent, it helps with the aesthetic, but overall, I'm more about just the typing, which is why I favor speed over any other thing, for that matter. I really just think an account that is a more basic account with less cars that is faster is objectively better than an account with a lot of cars with a lot of races that's slower. And that's kind of a controversial opinion, but that's what I believe. Deal with it. Next thing's next, and this one is controversial, gold. Not everybody has it. People typically get mad when you judge an account based off of whether it has gold. I don't do this, but some people do. And this isn't about how to make it good in my eyes. This is how to make it good in everybody's eyes, or most people's eyes. Gold will help. It will give you cash bonus. It'll give you another car. It'll make your account look better. I don't know about you, but I like this gold ring around my account more than I like not having a gold ring around my account. So that's something to keep in mind, as gold does help. Next thing's next is your car and trail combo. Not very many people think about this, surprisingly. Most people just assume you need to have a lot of cars, you need to be racing with a good car. But having a good car trail combination is pretty decent, and that can really help with your account. Also making sure that your car is not painted like a hideous shade of whatever shade that would be, because having a car with just in a really bad paint job can really ruin it. So make sure you're using a decent car. And, of course, it needs to have a decent paint job. Now, if you don't have any decent cars, this is where this whole noob to pro thing kicks in. Then, you don't really need a decent car. You just need one that looks decent. Like, not insanely hard to get. It just needs to look not ugly, I guess you could say. It needs to be in a decent color and needs to have a decent trail. And that will get you by in my book. And then, making sure the trail goes with the car. I know a lot of people just like to use trails because they look cool. But having a trail that goes with the car really does go a long way, in my opinion, and it's something important that I think you should all take into mind. Next thing's next, and this one isn't as hard as most people make it sound. Joining a good team. You don't need to have a good account to join a good team. You need to be active to join a good team. And being active, first of all, will help a lot with your account, and second of all, it'll help you get into a good team, and people will take you a lot more seriously if you're on a good team. So being on a good team is important. Next thing's next, profile views. I absolutely hate this one. But so many people care about it, and let me give you my logic real quick why. It'll probably turn into a rant, but here we go. I don't think profile views are important, because all it says is how many people view your account. It could be the same person every day, because you can contribute one profile view to somebody's account every 24 hours. So, if, for instance, my account's actually a pretty good example of this. It's a pretty good account, but not very many profile views. Why? I don't know. I don't race that many real people these days. I'm decently fast, and I race mostly bots. I'm not a crazy popular NitroType YouTuber. I'm not crazy popular on Discord or any of the other platforms used for NitroType. Because of that, I don't really get that many profile views, and I don't think an account should be judged off of this. I think it should be judged more off its speed, how many cars it has, stuff like that. But a lot of people still take this into consideration, so I figured I could include it in the video. So yeah, profile views. Get yourself out there on Discord. Get yourself out there on Teams. Make people know that your account exists. That's a really easy way to get profile views. Next thing's next. This is really the last point for today. It needs to be organized and aesthetically pleasing, which we've covered a little bit before. But, for instance, I have a pretty simple name. It's just my name with dashes and then my team tag, which also is pretty simple. No crazy numbers or letters or anything. It's just NTRO, which is short for Nitro. Because a lot of people wonder what that stands for. It doesn't stand for anything. It's just Nitro, but I couldn't have the I because I was already taken. And to be honest, I'm fine with that. I actually like the shortened version better. I think it looks better for a team tag. But yeah, having a good team tag, having a good name, all that stuff can really just help, in my opinion. Not everybody cares, and I'm not saying that if you have a long name or, has a lot of stuff in it, whatever, that's not my personal preference. But I know a lot of people do like having, a more simple, clean name. I do really, back when NitroType used to have symbols, or they used to let you use symbols in your names, I had some symbols in my names. I honestly like my name a lot more now that it's just Isaac with dashes. It used to be Isaac with like these squiggly dashes and the little sparkles, and I could probably find a screenshot of my account from a really long time ago, but I'm not going to do that because I'd have to go get out my old computer and look through its files, which I don't really want to do because it would take a long time because it's slow. But yeah, having a nice, appealing profile is a nice thing to have. Of course, and then the last part of that aesthetic is the garage. Nobody likes organizing the garage. Well, actually, that's not true. There are a few people that do. My garage is a mess. I organize my cars by the type of cars. We have my dealership Lamborghinis, food cars, a few random cars I threw together, most of my gold cars, Christmas cars, back to school cars, expensive dealership cars, king of the race cars, motorcycles, and then all of these are season cars. They used to be in order. They're not really in order anymore. Then we have some summer cars, and then we have my Halloween cars, and then we just have some more random cars. So yeah, my garage is really not that organized. I actually do prefer having different paint jobs instead of painting my garage like all one color, or having all my garage have like the same section is the same color, because there are cars that look better in certain paint jobs, and I just don't think that I should, like for instance, if I had to paint all my cars the same color, it would be blue, but not all of my cars look good in blue. And that's just kind of what's holding me back. Luckily, painting cars is free now. It used to cost money. Like a really expensive car used to cost like $1 million to paint or more, which I thought was ridiculous. So I'm kind of glad NitroType made it free to paint cars. You know, it's kind of a nice thing. I wish you could paint trails. I think that'd be really fun, but I don't know if that's possible. If anybody knows how that works, make sure to comment. But yeah, organizing your garage, I'm gonna make a video about it one of these days of like different ways you can properly organize your garage. I made a video a long time ago. It was horrible. It actually did really well though, so I might do it again. The garage is not fun. It takes a long time. It's really stressful, but it's probably one of the most important things you can do to make your account look good. Now, what do you do if you don't have very many cars and you want to make your account look good? Well, you can organize them in a way that's more aesthetic. So instead of just lining them up like I used to when I was younger, when I had like 10 cars, instead of just lining them up in a row, you could do like different arrangements. I don't know how that would work. You can also use this JavaScript program, which I actually really hate, where you can get more sections in your garage. I hate it because I think people should have to earn them legitimately. Although it's kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a controversial opinion. Most people would probably disagree. A lot of people actually use that watch these videos. So no offense to any of you. I just don't personally like it. I personally think you should have to earn your garages. But, and it's kind of a cool thing too. Like you go to somebody's profile and they actually like legitimately earn like 15 garages. That's pretty cool. But if you go to somebody's account and they have like 50 million garage sections, you know automatically they didn't earn those because there aren't that many cars in the game to fill up that many sections. But you know what I mean. It's just kind of annoying also to have to scroll through their entire garage to find like the one car that hit at the bottom. So stuff like that's annoying. But yeah, making sure you have a decent garage, again, it's really painful. And I need to get around to doing that this summer. Sometime I'm going to organize my garage. I'm also going to try to get a decent session sometime in the summer because it's not really good right now. But yeah, that's pretty much it for today's video. It kind of turned into how to make your profile look better. But, I mean, that's a pretty big importance because that's what people are going to judge your account off of. They're going to see you in the race and they're going to see you on your profile. So those are the two things where people are actually going to determine what they think of your account. So those are the two things I kind of focused on. You know, just how to make your account look better. And again, you noticed all of these things pretty much make your account look better. They don't actually make your account better, except for the words per minute. That's pretty much the only thing. Because everything else, like, it's still there. Like, you could have a desk full of money, and if it's all disorganized or organized, you still have the same amount of money. You know what I mean? So the only thing that really makes your account better is speed. So these are just kind of methods, you know, how to make your account look better without actually making it better. But that's pretty much it for today's video. Hope you all enjoyed. If you did, it'd be great if you could like and subscribe. Helps out a lot. We're getting really close to 250 subscribers, which is crazy to think about. My goal is to get to 400 by the end of the year. I think I can do it. So yeah, I'm going to need your guys' support though. That's pretty much it for today's video. Have a fantastic day, and I'll see you all in the next one.